The unveiling of the brand new Patria TrackX has many people in the military space talking. The all-terrain vehicle is meant to be a lightly armored but highly agile machine, able to handle steep gradients while being able to swim at slow speeds. While it's generally agreed that the vehicle in a Western context is a suitable replacement for the super-common M113, many have pointed out that the TrackX very much looks like the Soviet-era MTLB. Indeed, Patria's brochure even states explicitly that its new platform is meant to replace aging MTLBs as well. With all this in mind, let's look at how these two machines compare and end off this video by comparing other machines as well. In Finland, the M113 and MTLB had a baby. This was one comment reacting to the new Patria TrackX. Instantly, looking at both the TrackX and MTLB, the resemblance is striking. Both vehicles are characterized by a low silhouette and box-like hull. Both vehicles have a front compartment placed forward in front of the driver and commander. Now, the demonstration footage of the TrackX we've seen thus far lacks any metal cover that can be lowered to protect the driver and commander. Rather than the two relatively small cover-protected windows of the MTLB, the TrackX has one big windshield with three wipers coming from the top. It looks like the crew of the MTLB enter and exit from top hatches while side doors are used for the TrackX. Where side doors would be on the MTLB, there are instead very small windows. We imagine that everything else, such as a gunner position up top, will depend on the specific variant of each vehicle. But how does it actually compare? Weight is an important metric, and so we'll start off with that. According to the Patria brochure, the TrackX has an empty weight of 12 tons and a payload of 3.5 tons. This means its max combat weight is 15.5 tons. By the way, all of these numbers are metric tons. The MTLB has an empty weight of approximately 11.9 tons. Various sources give us differing payload weights, but generally it ranges between 2 to 2.5 tons. This makes for a maximum weight of about 14 or 14.5 tons, very similar to the TrackX. Many people commenting on the specifications of the TrackX stated that Stanag Level 1 armor was not enough. However, the opposite side of this argument is that its lightweight is what allows it to swim and not get stuck in mud in the first place. Heavier armor means more weight, and this means lower agility. The MTLB, with its similarly light armor, up to roughly 14 mm of steel, means that it is also an amphibious machine. In terms of capacity, Patria says the TrackX has a two-person crew and can carry 10 dismounts. The MTLB also has a crew of 2, but is stated to have the ability to carry 11 dismounts. Then when it comes to speed, the MTLB can go up to 62 km per hour, while the TrackX's max speed is 80 km per hour. While the TrackX has 269 kilowatts of engine power, the engine of the MTLB is weaker at about 180 kilowatts. The estimated range of both vehicles is identical, 500 kilometers. And so we can see that TrackX is indeed quite a similar machine to the MTLB, and it's no wonder why it was developed by Patria of Finland. The Finnish Defence Forces has roughly 400 MTLBs. Most of these are armoured personnel carriers, while other variants are for technical support, artillery command, medevac, and communications. But for potential Patria TrackX customers that don't have MTLBs to replace, how does the brand new vehicle compare to other tracked APCs? Well, for the popular American M113, its weight varies but can be as light as 12 tons. Some sources state a maximum weight of 14 tons. The M113 can swim, only in calm waters using its tracks as propulsion. With the vehicle's waterline, any rough water would sink it, and so only rivers with low current are suitable unless assisted by buoyancy kits. The platform uses aluminium armor, which varies in thickness, as thin as about 12 mm but can be as much as 38 mm. The M113's Detroit diesel engine is less powerful, but, like the MTLB, can accommodate 11 dismounts in addition to its 2 crew members. Its top speed is anywhere between 60 and 68 kilometers per hour, with a range of 300 to 480 kilometers. The UK's FV432 has a similar maximum combat weight to the TrackX at about 15 tons. Its armour is similar to the M113, although its Rolls-Royce engine is a bit weaker. The vehicle can only accommodate 10 dismounts. And so we can see that the MTLB and TrackX do have a bit in common, which again makes a lot of sense if the Finnish vehicle was designed to replace aging MTLBs. With a relatively low ground pressure, the vehicle will do well on soft ground and boggy areas inaccessible to heavier vehicles. With such environments found across Northern and Eastern Europe, maybe we'll see Baltic and Nordic militaries taking an interest. At the same time, its light armour might make it less appealing when considering modern drone warfare. As such, there are some good heavy APCs that would work better in protecting the crews from mines and drones. And so TrackX might be only useful as Arctic patrol or immediate rescue for less capable vehicles stuck in the rough terrain. In a civilian role, its agility could be effective for disaster relief/evacuation. But what do you think of the TrackX as a replacement for vehicles like the M113 and MTLB? Particularly, we'd love to know what you think about how it trades weight and armour for increased mobility. Let us know by leaving a comment.